On March 1st, 2010, Rayman 2 The Great Escape would be re-released on iOS by Gameloft, being a port of the Sega Dreamcast version ported for mobile devices. This mobile adaptation allowed fans to experience the beloved platformer on the go, but it was kinda uncomfortable with the touchscreen controls. Around 2013, the game was quietly pulled from App Store without any explanation, but it was most likely technical reasons because the iPhones got a little outdated for the game. For those who purchased it before the delisting, the game is still accessible through the purchase tab, but you have to scroll a little below because it's an old game. So past players can still re-download it despite its official removal. It is worth mentioning that like Megaman 2 for the iOS, Rayman 2 also had a free demo that would stop at a certain level. Afterwards, it would just tell you to purchase the full game for a certain price I couldn't find. Music. The Rayman 2 mobile port had some issue with the music playback. There will be a short pause before tracks would start over, making the looping feel kinda choppy, especially noticeable in the main menu and the outdoors. And that's pretty much it. There really isn't much to say about Rayman 2 on iOS. Rayman Jungle Run is a 2D platformer for iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and PC that uses the same graphic style as Rayman Origins. September 20th, 2012 for iOS and shortly after for Android as well. It brought Rayman's fast-paced action to mobile screens. This is the first fully original Rayman mobile game ever. An update on the 4th of December 2012 added 10 new levels and unlockable characters like Glowbox, Raymasters, and Raybox. A second update arrived in April 2013, adding another 20 levels for more gameplay. In December 2022, Rayman Jungle Run returned to PC through Ubisoft Connect, now compatible with older Windows systems like Windows 7, and it included all bonus levels. At this point, all versions were already delisted, except besides Ubisoft Connect, of course. So this is the only official way to play Rayman Jungle Run at this point. It was not a free game, and there was no free demo like Rayman 2 iOS. You had to purchase it. It took me years to play Jungle Run because at first it wasn't a purchasable game. It wasn't free. So, and when my birthday arrived, I decided to pick Rayman Classic over Rayman Jungle Run. I don't know why, I just did. And afterwards, it got delisted, I think. I really don't know why I didn't pick Rayman Jungle Run for my next birthday. And when I finally managed to try it out, I didn't really like it all that much because I didn't like the fact that when Rayman missed a single lump, you had to restart the entire level because the point of every level is to collect 100 lumps. And since you could only walk one direction, you couldn't really turn back when you missed one, so it was really annoying. The next game, Rayman Fiesta Run, was like this as well, which I will talk about right now. Rayman Fiesta Run takes place in the same engine as Rayman Origins, like expressed as a Rayman Jungle Run. However, this game features a wider collection of level themes, such as Frozen Seeds and Fiery Kitchens from Gourmet Land. The game also adds more features from the console games, like swimming, shrinking, diving, and sliding. New mechanics include levels where Rayman can bounce between the foreground and the background, and boss battles. The invaded level system from Rayman Legends is used in most levels, except for the Land of the Living Dead and the Candy World's shooter levels. The playable characters, enemies, and lumps from Rayman Fiesta Run are the same sprites from Rayman Legends, but the game itself runs on the same engine as Rayman Origins, the same version of the UbiArt framework. This is noticeable because of the lack of dynamic lighting, as well as unused files that suggest that the feature was not implemented. Additionally, Rayman's voice clips in Fiesta Run are also taken from Rayman Origins and not from Legends. Also, when an enemy gets hit in Rayman Fiesta Run, they bubbleize like they do in Origins and an early trailer of Legends. Whenever an enemy gets hit in Legends, they just turn into a bubble and they pop instantly automatically. Also, I gotta say, this game's background can be ugly sometimes. It's just flat color and some levels look really bad. Definitely a downgrade from Origins and Legends. Like Jungle Run, this game is also delisted from App Store and Play Store, but it can still be played on Ubisoft Connect, so it's not lost. I have never tried Jungle Run or Fiesta Run, but I have played the following Rayman game a lot, so that should be exciting for me. Rayman Advent is a 2D side-scrolling platformer for iOS and Android. It was released worldwide December 3rd, 2015, so 2 years after Fiesta Run. Rayman Adventures is a running game like its UbiArt mobile predecessors, but with a change. Players can change their direction whilst running. Unlike previous titles that had fixed paths, the game features a level where the hero runs constantly, but can explore by adjusting their path. I prefer this way more than Jungle Run and Fiesta Run, because in both those games, if you missed a single lump or missed something in general, you would have to just restart the level. So you don't have to do this in Adventures because you can just run back. This game is divided into adventures. Each adventure has about 3 to 4 levels. Once an adventure is completed, a player can't revisit it. There are 4 types of levels: LUM levels, Brawler levels, Time challenges, and Teensy levels. Once all required levels on an adventure are completed, the player receives an egg to hatch. Eggs come in 4 types: bronze, silver, gold, and crystal. Eggs could hatch a new feature called Incrediballs. Incrediballs are small creatures that help Rayman on his quest. Each Incredible has a unique ability, such as detecting nearby teensies, attacking enemies, or collecting lumps. Players can use up to 3 Incrediballs per level, but after the level is completed, the Incredible needs the chicken legs. Chicken legs can be obtained if you collect enough lumps in a level. Rayman Adventures became the most popular Rayman mobile game by far, because it was free to play. The previous games required a purchase to be made. Rayman Adventures got plenty of updates, but it got its final update in early 2020. After its final update, the game started to experience significant issues, with many features breaking down and visual glitches becoming more frequent. It was still playable for a short time after the update, but it quickly became nearly unplayable in the following months, and remained in a broken state for years. Ubisoft decided to pull the plug in 2023 after it being broken for years. This made it impossible to access new adventures or hatch eggs, as those things required online connection. By the time the game was officially shut down, it had already been non-functional for a very long time. Right now, it's pretty much impossible to play Rayman Adventures because it was an online game, so it's dead forever. To this day, there is still no explanation on why it got abandoned. Rayman Legends B-Box is an app that launched on August 20th, 2014 for iOS, Android, and web browsers. It lets users play around with the music from the then upcoming Rayman Legends game. The web version has been removed. The Google Play Store version is gone as well. I couldn't find exactly when those games got taken down, but it was most likely around the time Flash died. This game got 2 game modes: Legendary mode and Creation mode. In Legendary mode, players can choose from 3 songs featured in Rayman Legends, each from different game worlds, like Teens in Trouble and Fiesta de la Mostaros. I cannot pronounce that one bit. Each song has 6 character-played samples, like bass, guitar, or choir, which can be paused individually. In Creation mode, players build their own tracks using samples and categorized into drums, strings, or melodies. They can mix them up to 6 samples, adjust them just as they like, and record a looping track up to 40 loops long. The completed track can be shared via a link for others to listen. Rayman Classic is a mobile port of the original Rayman PC game, launched on iOS in February 2016. It includes all original content, like the breakout minigame and the animation after each boss fight, making it a much more complete version of the previous handheld port on the DSi and the Game Boy Advance. This game adapts to mobile devices with virtual buttons and a joystick, although iOS has support for physical controllers, something Android phones do not have. despite store listings stating otherwise. In November 2016, Rayman Classic became free with ads, with an in-app purchase to remove them, automatically applied if players had previously purchased the game already. In summer of 2018, the app was pulled from the App Store in many regions, and by 2020, the Android version required offline play to work properly, likely due to online services being discontinued. When starting a new game in Rayman Classic, players can select one of three difficulty levels: easy, original, and hard. In easy mode, players have unlimited levels and are capped at 99 levels. In original mode, the game plays like the classic PC version with the standard lives and continue system. In hard mode, the player starts with 0 lives and no continues, but you can earn extra lives as you play, and you have to play really carefully. That is all there is to say about Rayman Classic. It's just a port of the original PC version. That's about it, and this video is pretty much finished. We started with a port and ended with a port. Well, that took a lot longer than I expected. I'm not going to constantly make videos about mobile games, mostly because I just don't want to. But I'm really grateful for the feedback my Mega Man video got. So thank you for watching. I will be back soon. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But I do know that I'm really grateful about the feedback my Mega Man video got. And hopefully I'll be back soon. Thank you for watching.